Question number 19. Suppose that the equation v equals 20.8x squared minus 458.3x plus 3500 represents the value of a car from 1964 to 2000. This would be a year. What year did the car have the least value? So in this case, there are two ways we can solve this problem. The first method is, as you can see, it is a quadratic equation. So the equation v equals 20.8 x squared minus 458.3x plus 3500 is an upward parabola, something like this. So if the x represents the year, the y represents the money, the value of this car. So as you can see from the parabola, this is an upward because a is positive. The least value is gonna be what? Where it has a vertex. And in order to find the year, all we need to figure out is what this value is, or the year that is close to this point. Now we only need the h value, which is the x coordinate of the vertex, and the way we can find that is using the formula negative b over 2a. In this case, h is going to be negative times negative 458.3 over 2 times a is going to be 20.8. As you can see, the 2 negative becomes positive, and when we do the math, 458.3 divided by 2 times 20.8 will give us 11.01. So roughly around the 11th year. Now all we need to figure out after this is which year was the 11th year. It says that x is equal to 0 is 1964. So in this case, I'm gonna write year and then the time, which is x in this case. So in 1964 we got 0 years. 1965 would be 1, 1966 would be 2. If we keep going like this, 1967 would be 3, and 1970 would be 70 minus 64, that would give us 6, and 1975 would be 75 minus 64, that would be 11, and 1980 minus 64, that would be 16. So based on this, the closest one is 1975. So in 1975, this car will have the least value. The answer is choice C. Now there is another method. The other method is a little bit intuitive. What we need to figure out is change this year into the number x, which is in this case 0. So 1964 is 0 year after it's made, and then 1965 will be 1 year. So in this case, 1965 would be 1 year, 70 would be 6 years, 75 would be 11 years, and then 80 would be 16 years. So these are the x values that we can actually plug in here and then see the value v, and then whichever one is going to be the smallest. Our answer will be the smallest value. So I prefer the first method because once we find the h value, we just have to compare it to the year, and that completes the problem.